Hey guys, what's going on? It's Herbal with a new series for The Long Dark. Something I haven't played on here before. Though I had been playing a little bit of it in a live stream. I got a couple of you guys in. I got to chat with you, and I had a lot of fun playing it. So I just wanted to record a little bit of just my own footage, which is going to be different, a different save file than the live stream was. Anyways, I'm going to be playing on Voyager. I'm going to go to a random location. So much has changed in this game that I don't know where everything is anymore. It's all new to me, so I'm just going to name this file YouTube Let's Play, so I know which one it is and I don't play it on my free time or something. So yeah, in this game, a mysterious geomagnetic storm has brought your plane crashing down to the northern Canadian wilderness. How long can you survive? This game has really good support for controller. If that's something that you're into, if you're into like PC gaming but you like hooking up a controller and sitting back and relaxing once in a while, this game definitely has you covered. Has really good support, really good easy fluid controls. Holy shit. I know where I am. I am in the lighthouse. There is nowhere else that has a round drum type tower building like this other than the lighthouse. It's so dark right now, you guys might not be able to see anything. I'll light a match in just a moment or something, just to give you guys a, I just found some matches and some lantern fuel. Now I can start a big fire, just so you guys can kind of get an idea of, the lighting system in this game. And the feel of this game, it's so cool. Look, I just found a book. There's a table. I can bust this table up if I had a hatchet, and I could use it to make firewood. I found some old socks, a nice coat. That's definitely a good find. I never find nice stuff like this, not right off the bat anyways. We got some books. Some books you can read for skill points. Most of these books probably are just going to end up as a fuel source, like a burning material. Alright, what's in here? Nothing. Nothing. Probably bottom drawer. Anything? No. I think we wore out our luck with that coat. Right off the bat, we start off in a building. Usually you don't always start off in a building. You often don't. I mean, you got to think, we're a bush pilot. Our plane crashed. The chances of us starting off in a building are almost nothing. Radio never works. Oh, cool. A shelf full of little goodies. Snack time. Let's see what's on here. Let's light a match. And got a book for Wilderness Kitchen. We can read that. We got some peaches, grape soda, herbal tea, and let's see, lantern fuel. Looks like a box of salty crackers underneath a bed here. A little bit of extra cloth. Again, speaking to your surroundings, you can, if there's any kind of curtains or anything, you can usually rip them up for extra cloth. Seems to be dark time. It's 7 hours of darkness left, so we don't want to go outside right now. It's going to be very, very cold if we do. So yeah, in this game you got to survive. You got to survive against freezing to death. You got to survive against there's wolves, there's bears, like the elements like that. General fatigue, against starving and freezing to death. Those are the big ones, though. You can fall and hurt yourself also. You increase the chance of hurting yourself if you're really tired out. So if you're tired and you're really pushing yourself too far, you have a much bigger chance of hurting yourself as time goes on, because you're more likely to, I guess, slip and hurt yourself a little bit, break an ankle, something like that. I think I'm just going to pop out up top here real quick to give you guys a view of the game. I'm going to come outside of the lighthouse, and it's going to get really cold, and I'll show you guys that how that system works. This game is super immersive. Yeah, look at this. This game, when I say it's super immersive, because my HUD disappears unless I press the start button on my controller. Wow, wolves howling. Like, you can see my warmth bar, my rested bar. You can see how thirsty I am, how hungry I am. But I have to bring that up. It tells you how cold I feel. But I have to bring that up. Generally, I find these things out because my guy will say, oh, I'm getting cold, or his stomach will rumble. Like right now, I'm stepping outside and it gets colder. See, if I go inside, you can see, I don't know if you see that in the bottom left corner there. It's at negative 15. I step outside, it goes down to negative 24. So it's colder outside than it is in this little section here. Though this section isn't that warm, because we're still outside. You can see all the windows here are busted, but you get a good view of the area around us. Looks like, yeah, that's the frozen water out here. Frozen water looks all green, and there's a waterfall somewhere over that direction. You can see the snow's blowing, and just a big wasteland of snow and beauty. Northern Canada, man. I'm from Canada, but I'm nowhere like this. Southwestern Ontario is quite mild. Gotta find that Gotta find that hatch. I'm kind of a bit stuck. It's right in front of me. God, Herblin, you're such an idiot sometimes. It's right there. So let's get back inside. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Nope. Everything looks good. Let's get downstairs. We could bust up these pallets. Oh, we need a hatchet to do it. We can bust these up with our hands for firewood. Though there's bits of wood laying around on the ground that we can also use. You know, it's going to take us an hour and a half to smash this this crate up. I'm not going to bother with it right now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do one just to show you guys. I'm going to bust up one of these just to show you guys and to see if there's anything inside it. Sometimes I think there's potentially things that drop on the ground around it, but nothing that time. But you see we got 6 pieces of reclaimed wood. We can light that on fire. And we'll do that in the morning. But for now, I'm just going to get some rest. I'm going to go to sleep for about 7 hours. And hopefully wake up in good condition. No, we slept for much less. We slept for 4 hours until we were fully rested. Okay, so one thing you got to manage in this game, big thing that you have to manage, is your sleep cycle. Oh, we got firewood here. I didn't even need that. Didn't even need that thing before. But you gotta definitely, you have to really manage your sleep cycle, or you can run into a lot of trouble. You can end up being up all night, up all day, and you know that's no good. You want to be able to sleep in the night if possible. It's a lot colder at night, so you don't want to be walking around out there as much. Now, another thing that we have to do is start fires. I'm going to use a little bit of accelerant just for the purposes of speeding things up here. Otherwise, we have a very long waiting bar to start that fire. Look how easy that was. Excellent. So we lit a book on fire. I'm not going to burn Wilderness Kitchen. I'm going to burn off some of this reclaimed firewood. And we're going to melt a little bit of snow. And that way we can have something to drink. We can have some water. Because we're getting a bit thirsty. We're going to boil about, or melt down about 2 liters, and then we're going to boil that 2 liters to purify it. Otherwise, it could make you sick. You could get a contaminant out of it, and end up getting some kind of stomach bug or something that you don't really want. Cool. And then drink a little bit of herbal tea. Just make myself a nice cup of tea. That'll bring down my thirst meter a little bit, and I think it gives you a little bit of calories for some reason. Gives you a little bit of energy. Yeah, 100 calories. Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny little bit. And we'll drink up some of this water. There we go. Perfect. That worked out well. Actually, you know what? By the fire, we may be able to read. And we should just, you know, instead of just wasting time doing nothing, we might as well read our book for a little bit. Oh, can't read it anymore. It's too dark. So yeah, you can read by the fire, but, you know, it's hard to keep a fire lit all the time. So we can go back to sleep. We've got, I think it's about 2 hours. It's not going to tell me right now. It says about number of hours of darkness left. It's saying that because I think there's a snowstorm going on right now. It's almost daytime, but there's a bit of a snowstorm. So I'm going to sleep for another... Oh, I'm not tired enough. Shit. Alright, well, let's get something to eat. Let's eat up some of these crackers. Oh, I should have ate the decaying box first. Oh well. Those things are 600 calories a box. That's really good. That's a lot of energy. And then we'll drink up some water because that's going to give us a dry mouth. And we'll be down on... Yeah, we're down to just over 1 kilogram of water. So, I'm going to go back to the fireplace here. Use some of our accelerant and light and other fire. Wood matches, just burn it. Use accelerant, screw it. Avoid that waiting mess. Well. And we'll just melt up another 2 liters of snow. And then we'll boil it, and hopefully by then the storm outside will have subsided a little bit. Let's throw in some more reclaimed wood. Alright. So we're going to boil up this water, and then we're going to try to head out. Yeah, 13 hours of daylight left now. So it's early morning still, and the storm's gone away. We can go outside. It should be clear. Oh, I didn't even see this. A medicine shelf. Antibiotics, that'll be good. Water purification tablets. And some painkillers, also very useful. Alright, so we're going outside. Second time, but this is kind of our first time really going outside, I think. Alright, so there's a bit of a road here. We can go around the lighthouse. We can get a look at things. It's still very foggy. Very, very foggy. One big thing that will kill you kind of indirectly is the weather system in this game. I don't know how many times I've stepped out of my house or wherever I was staying for the night. Thought, you know, I'll turn back. I'll come in here for the night. I'm just going to explore a little bit. And then a storm comes on, and I have zero visibility, and I can't see anything, and I get completely lost. Getting lost can kill you in this game. Not being able to see anything it's a good chance it'll kill you, or it could kill you if you're not prepared. The elements in this game are very harsh, very unforgiving. In this game, it's permadeath. So if you die, you're starting from the very beginning again. Each and every game is unique. You never know how you're going to die in this game, but you most certainly will die. There is no end game as of yet. We're waiting on a story mode. The developers have been working on a story mode for a long time. I bought this game back in, I think, 2014. And quite honestly, I think I spent like 20 or 30 bucks on it at that time. And I feel completely satisfied with the amount of money that I put into this game, with the cost of this game. I think I've more than gotten my money back from it. I've definitely enjoyed it. I've had a lot of fun playing it, and it's very, I think it's very well made, and it's a lot of fun. It's a very immersive game, and I just can't say enough good things about it. There's a bullet there on the ground. It's kind of weird. Some more matches. I'll take those. Check the radio. Always just check the radio. I always check the visors. I don't think anything pops up in them, though I could be wrong, and it will be that one time that I don't check them that something will be in there. You can also flip the hood open. Again, I don't think this does anything. It looks like they might be adding something in there, because that battery is the only thing in there that stands out to me. So possibly there's something going on with those cars, or at least the batteries in the cars. Maybe we'll be able to do something with the battery in the future, power the car up, make it into a little heating station. I'm not too sure. Just speculating. Alright, so picking up sticks outside. We're going to gather some firewood as we go. There's these big branches. Oh, these are limbs. I need a hatchet to break those down. But we'll see branches as we go as well. And the branches take a little bit of time to break down by hand. I just generally don't bother with them. It's way too much work for me. Whoa. So you can hear my guy shivering. He's already freezing cold. It feels like negative 25 outside. So you can imagine he's getting quite cold. But it looks like there might be some kind of cave or something up here. And if we keep picking up these sticks, we can light a little fire once we get inside. Yeah, there's oh, is this a coal mine? I think this area has a big coal mine. So this is probably a big coal mine. Just going to take a quick look around the outside area. Ooh. Before we go in that mine, I'm going to check out this building. Because what is this? This is creepy looking. Is that a church or something? Creepy old church. Yeah, see, there's a branch. It would take me 10 minutes to break it down for 3 sticks. If I was desperate for firewood, I would do that. But I'm not desperate for firewood, so I'll just keep picking up branches as I go. So we've discovered a stone church. Ooh. Got a bit of a frame loss there. Very cool. Very cool. So it's still negative 20 in here. It's still really, really cold. But we're going to light a fire. And we're going to use wood matches, and we're going to use some accelerants to kick that going, because I'm just lazy like that. And let's get that lit up.
Looks like it worked.
Yeah, that's going to bring us up to +4. So we're going to get a bit of warmth out of that. There's some bullets on the ground, a granola bar, a dead guy in the pews. Creepy's got an energy bar, but I'll take that. Some condensed milk. Ooh, we got to stay kind of close to this fire for now. If we get too far away, yeah, there's like an invisible line somewhere here. And if we get too far away from it, we end up freezing to death again.
Just lay down for a bit.
Yeah, he's really cold, man. Here's a first aid kit. Quickly loot that. Another energy bar. Ooh, a hat. Little toque on the ground. Cardboard boxes. We could smash that up and get some tinder out of it. Maybe we'll even do that in a bit. I've never seen this building before. This is new to me. This is cool. Another book that we can burn. Neat. Lots of fire fuel anyways. But yeah, let's get back over to that fire before we get hypothermia. Hypothermia we will definitely get. I just realized picking up books in a church, most likely we are picking up Bibles, so I'm sorry if that offends anybody. Okay, so let's throw another log on the fire. And just for the sake of speeding up time and giving us something to do, I'm going to set up my mat here. And I'm going to sleep for... This fire is good to go for a little bit. Let's beef that up. Let's beef that up to 3 hours, and we'll sleep for the next 3 hours. Got a couple hours, quite a lot of hours of daylight left anyways, and we'll just beef that up. Boost up our stamina. Get ourselves ready to adventure again, and we're back to full warmth, so that's always good. Let's cook up a can of food. Let's cook up a can of beans. I don't have a can opener, I don't have a knife or a hatchet or anything, so my only option is to smash the can against the ground and try to open it, which ends up losing a lot of the food. We're not super hungry right now. You can see we're slightly peckish, but I'm gonna cook this can up anyways, and we're gonna eat it, and that way it gives us, because it's hot and I just cooked it, it actually gives us a bonus against the cold. So if we're outside and we start getting we start freezing to death a little bit, it's always good to eat something warm before going out there. So it feels like +8 right now. When we step out, it's going to go down, yeah, +14. Though we did find, you know what, we found a hat. It's not too bad a quality. And we got some socks. Do we have any other socks on? Oh, we got a jacket. I didn't even bother putting that thing on. Yeah, we've got lots of stuff. We got lots of stuff. Actually, if I step in here, just before going back out into the freezing cold, I can even go so far as to rip up the clothes that I'm not wearing. I can harvest this stuff, and I can use it to try to patch up the clothes that I am wearing. I can get cloth out of it and try to fix up some of the things that I am wearing. Like my thermal underwear is getting ragged and not so great. We've got sport socks on. I can harvest these. It takes 10 minutes. I get a piece of cloth out of it. Yeah, harvesting. Getting cloth is good. But I don't think I have a sewing kit, do I? Oh, I have something I can use. What am I... I have absolutely no idea what I'm using. But I was able to repair this this heavy wool sweater just a little tiny bit. And I can repair these if I have 30 minutes to kill. But you can see my my chilled bar. My temperature is going down rapidly because the fire went out. Damn. Oh well, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. This building's pretty cool though. There's a knocked over tree and the tree roots are all uprooted. Ooh, rabbit over there. If we had a gun or a trap, we could try to catch that rabbit and eat it. Whoa. That thing just ran underneath my feet. That scared the shit out of me. Rabbits all over the place, man. I wish I had a snare. If I had a snare right now, we could be catching rabbits. We could be eating real good. I can hear water. Do you guys hear that? I have the volume turned down a little bit just for the sake of recording, but if you guys can hear that waterfall, that's roaring in the background. Right here. Here we go. Look at that. There's a little bridge here. We didn't even dip into that mine yet. Hey, there's the lighthouse that we started out in. And we came out here and walked around a bit. You can see the lighthouse over there in the distance. That's where we started. That's cool. There's a shipwreck over there we can go on. There's a lot of cool stuff on this map. Wow. What else we got? We got a road sign here. It looks like a road sign for logging trucks. And we've got this building up here. I think if I remember this correctly, that's saying like a whale oil building or something, like some kind of some kind of factory, some kind of weird factory type building full of stuff. Anyways, we should go check that out because I bet it has some useful stuff in it. And I say useful stuff, I mean maybe a rifle, a bit of food, some maybe warmer clothing. I mean, we've got a down vest on, but it'd be nice to find a full down jacket or a ski jacket or something. Something with arms on it. Ooh, first aid kit. Looks like there's something on top of it too that I'm missing. Energy bar. Cool. How are we doing on calories? Yeah, we're still full. Another car here. Pop the trunk. Oh, trunk's locked. So we need to get a pry bar to open the back of that, the back of this trunk. But if we find one inside this building, it might be worth coming back out here to check it out. So inside the car, it feels like -2. If we had warmer clothes, we might be able to warm up in here a little tiny bit. Or if we lit a flare or a torch or something in here, it might warm us up a little bit. But right now, we're still too cold to just sit in here and warm up. We need better clothes. We need better, warmer winter clothing. And hopefully we find some of that here. There's a truck. Looks like the truck crashed right into the front gate. Took down the front gate for us a little tiny bit. Anything in the back? Some firewood. I'll take that. Looks like some beef jerky in here. Antibiotics. I'll take those. A little bit of beef jerky. Check the glove box, see what's in here. Absolutely nothing. Some wooden matches. Nothing under the visor. There's nothing ever under the visors. Again, I check every single time. Check the radio. Does absolutely nothing. And we'll get out the door here. Wow. So yeah, there's these big drums here. I think these are oil. I think these are oil of some kind. Very cool stuff. There's an old dilapidated bridge over there. We're going to check out this trailer here in a minute. But I just wanted to kind of get a look around the outside before rushing inside. What's that? There's something bright red in the snow over here too. Is that a buoy or something? I think this is some kind of buoy or netting system. I'm not entirely sure. It looks like something that goes out in the water anyways. Something that's designed to be seen out in the water. Some rowboats. We can't take these, unfortunately. A whole bunch of pallets. If we had a hatchet, we'd have a ton. Like a ton of firewood there. Cardboard box. Old burnt down building. This must be oil or something. That must be an oil area, and that's what caught it on fire. All right, let's check out this building first. Looks like I'm thinking this is going to be some kind of living quarters for employees. Yeah, living quarters. Do we have anything for light? Just these matches, eh? All right, well, it's better than nothing. Can at least get a vision of what's inside. Got some cloth, a little bit of cloth, broken metal door. We could. Oh, cotton long underwear. That's nice. Some of the stuff we could rip apart, like this this hunting knife if we had a knife. Or this pillow, sorry, if we had a hunting knife. We could shred that thing apart and take materials from it. This metal container. Very cool stuff. We can sleep in here. You can always just sleep in here at the end of the day. We've got some work boots. I'll take those. I don't know what condition my current shoes are in. The condition of your gear, the conditions of what you're wearing, completely determines how effective it is. So you always need to maintain your gear. You're always working to maintain your gear and keep it in top peak shape. So we got a whetstone in case we ever find a knife. Again, that plays into the repairs. If you have a knife, you need a whetstone to fix it, to keep it in good shape. And I'm just going to check out this dark corner over here. No, nothing. Nothing at all. Alright. Well, before I step out again, I'm going to go and just do just that. I'm going to come through here and I am going to... Yeah, I'm going to tear apart some of this stuff. And I'm going to fix what I have on. So I'm going to harvest these. It's going to take me 20 minutes to rip these apart, rip these underwears up into bits of cloth. And then I can use that cloth and try to sew things up. These shoes are much better than what I have on. I have ragged sneakers on. These are decent work boots. Those are a lot better. But I am going to harvest these. It's going to take me an hour and 15 minutes, but it's going to give me a little bit of leather, which is great because it's somewhat rare. I mean, it's harder to find than regular cloth. We're going to harvest this old hat. Getting lots of materials to build and craft with right now. We're going to rip up these old jeans, harvest these things up. Hopefully we find a sewing kit or something. Cool. And I'm going to harvest this old hat up too. It's going to take me a couple minutes. What else? Now we're just left with what we're actually wearing, which is good. I'm going to try to repair this coat. It's going to take a little bit of cloth. Hopefully I don't wreck it too badly. Ooh. Perfect, we made it. We got that up from 50% to 82%. That's good for now. We'll come back to that later. My guy's getting a little bit parched. He's getting a bit thirsty, so I'm going to drink some soda. That's going to bring us back give us some calories as well as quench our thirst a tiny bit. And then we'll drink up some of this water. And then I'm going to go back outside because it's not quite daytime yet. Or not quite nighttime yet. It's still daytime. So we can still see and maybe make our way across the yard to that other trailer that we were looking at before. Wow, it's The lighting's definitely changed out here, though. Hear my guy yawning. That's what I mean by this game is very immersive. This game, it really sets you in the mood. I see almost none of my HUD unless I ask for it to come up. If my guy's hungry, I don't have to check my HUD to know that. I'm gonna know it as soon as I start hearing his belly rumble, and he starts complaining about you know how hungry he is, or I'm gonna know he's tired because he's not gonna run as quickly because I know he's tired out. There's an old hat. Looks like a can of peaches. That's nice. We'll eat those. Anything else in here? Any really useful tools? No, nothing too big. Oh well. What's this? Oh, a plastic container. Sometimes these have food in them. Bit of newspaper. Wood matches, and let's just check these shelves real quick. Use up my cardboard matches for a light source. Yeah, there's nothing. Nothing else in these dark corners. Ooh, hey, a can of soda. I would have missed that. Good, good, good. So, I think, you know, I could just sleep in the other building. I could set up my mat in here, but I'm just going to sleep in the other building. I don't have to set up my mat that way. Actually, I have 2 mats. Why do I have 2 mats? Let's harvest this one. It's going to take us an hour and a half. Then it'll be dark. Now it's nighttime. Let's go out and take a look at the night. Make our way over to that other building. Still pretty bright. We must have some moonlight out. I know this game gets very, very dark. But, yeah, we have a full moon, so we have some light. This game looks really painted. I think it's a beautiful game. Maybe these graphics are definitely their own style. Probably not for everybody, but personally I think this game is very beautiful. Let's sleep here. So we've got 10 hours of darkness left. I'm gonna drink a little bit of water so I don't dehydrate overnight. I should just drink an orange soda. Get a little bit of my food bar brought up, and then I'll sleep for the next solid 10 hours. Hopefully I can sleep for 10 hours. Pass this night away. Question marks coming up means that there was a storm. Something about the geomagnetic storm that brought down your plane is to do with some anomalies in the weather systems. So you'll see a lot more rapid weather changes. You're going to see a lot of like storms hit without warning. Aurora Borealis or the Northern Lights seem to come into play quite often, which a lot more often than they do in real life. So something about the geomagnetic storm in this game that brought down your plane has changed the weather elements, made wildlife a little bit more hostile, and made the landscape a little bit harsher to survive in. Okay, so I am going to just try to repair this. Oh, it's too dark to repair this. Shit. Oh, an insulated vest. That's quite garbage compared to what we have, but I can at least harvest it. It's going to take me 20 minutes. 20 minutes to harvest that, and then we can just kill an hour. Or can we? Is there enough? There's a little bit of light now. Can we repair this yet? Yeah, we can. The light seems to be creeping into the building. Just barely. Alright, that's good. So, yeah, we got our clothes patched up a little bit. We'll be a little bit warmer when we're outside. Think of your clothing like armor. It's like an armor against the cold. It still feels like negative 27, so it's cold as shit outside right now. But it would be that much worse if we hadn't fixed our clothes. Let's pop in this big building here. I don't think there's anything too scary in here. I think it's more just a big loot. There are 1 or 2 buildings in the game where we could find wild animals inside the building, but generally the buildings are just empty buildings for you to come in and loot and survive in.
Could end up being useful.
Though, if you spend too much time indoors, if you spend too much time in one building over and over again in the same building, the game kind of punishes you for doing so by giving you cabin fever, in which case you have a hard time sleeping and you need to get outside and into the elements a little bit and do something. Kind of a cool debuff. Keeps you doing things, keeps you active instead of just stockpiling things inside of a nice safe house and living in there for ages. You got to go out and you got to keep active and you got to keep doing things or you go crazy from boredom. Now, I have a feeling we're going to spend a lot of time in this building, so I'm just going to light a flare. That's going to keep everything lit up for a lot longer than those matches do. That way we're not wasting so many matches and we can just walk through here and pick things up as we go. Oh, a winter coat. That will come in handy, I agree. Another fleece sweater, we can rip that up for materials, fix our old one, or wear this one if it's better than our old one. Here's an accelerant for lighting fires quickly. Got a plastic container. Again, sometimes there's food in there. That time I happen to have dog food, which I can eat. Can eat dog food. Not picky, I'm in a survival situation. This table, you see the cans of soda on it, but they're all banged up and dented up. I think they're, like they've been drank. Somebody drank them, so we can't actually take those. This flare is blinding me a little bit. Damn, what's this? Big gear down here? Drawer and a workbench. These workbenches work like crafting tables. So cool. So cool. Wow. Hey, look, a little bit of firewood on the ground. Cedar firewood. There is a difference between the different types of wood, though. I don't entirely understand it.
I think I can use this.
I don't think I'm going to need that. That's for metalworking, which is something that you can do in this game, but I don't think it's something I'm going to do. A big heavy hammer to just lug around. It's just extra weight that I don't need right now. More firewood. I'm not going to bother taking every piece of firewood that I find. I think I've got lots. I'm already carrying a lot of stuff on me. I've already got 26 kilograms of gear. I can only carry up to 30, so I don't really want to overdo it at this point. But I will take the accelerant. These things are very light. Very light, and they save me having to wait for a big loading bar to light a fire. And they also increase the chance of lighting a fire. They're always good to have in a life or death situation. I think we've got almost everything out of here. There's a drawer. Maybe there's some tools in here. Oh, a pry bar. Pry bar, cool. Good, good. And another rifle cartridge. We need to find a rifle for that. We got a hook for fishing, or we can actually use that hook to sew and then close a little bit better. I think we're doing pretty good. Doing pretty good, if I say so myself. Oh, another flare. Great. All right, I'm going to step back outside here. The other really cool thing with the flare is you can actually wave them around if a wolf is attacking you. You can try to wave that flare at them to scare them off. You used to be able to throw them, but I don't think you can throw them anymore. I haven't had any luck throwing them, but I can just wave it around and brandish it as a scary weapon and try to chase them off a little bit. Let's go find that. We had that car when we first came in, or that I think there was a car somewhere up here that had a locked trunk. And I said, hey, if we find, if we happen to find a pry bar, which we have done. I like how this truck works as a gate. Kind of gates us in and out of that building. So yeah, here's that car. Let's check out the trunk of this. Let's check out the trunk of this car. Running is a bad idea right now, but I don't even care. Prying this thing open. Hopefully there's some goodies in it. Doesn't look like... Oh, a can of soda and a bottle of water. Those people were prepared. Ooh, shit. I hear a wolf. Did you guys hear that? Yep. I don't have any idea where that thing is. I have absolutely no idea where it is, but I am going to get the fuck out of here. I am going to get out of here. Damn. Hide in the truck. See it anywhere? I don't see it anywhere. Anyways, guys, I'm going to call it here for this episode. Just thank you so much for staying with me and staying tuned. Let me know what you guys think about this game. Leave a comment, leave a like. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I'm going to keep trying to put things out like this and put out content like this, the type of game that I enjoy, all these little small independent type games. And anyways, guys, until next time, thank you so much.